Good morning to all. I am Sonakshi Majumdar. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to teach you class 6th subject SST Geography chapter 3 Motions of the Earth. So take out your book and be ready. Our Earth has two types of motions. These are rotation and revolution. Rotation is the movement of the Earth on its axis, and revolution is the movement of the Earth around the Sun in a fixed path or orbit. The axis of the Earth is an imaginary line. It makes an angle of 66.5 degree with its orbital plane. The plane formed by the orbit is called the orbital plane. Our Earth receives light from the Sun. Only half of the Earth gets its light from the Sun at a time due to the spherical shape of it. The portion facing the Sun experiences day, while the other half away from the Sun experiences night. The circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. This circle does not coincide with the axis as you can see in the figure 3.2 in your book. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis. The period of rotation is known as the Earth day. This is the daily motion of the Earth. What would happen if the Earth did not rotate? The portion of the Earth facing the Sun would always experience day, thus bringing continuous warmth on the region. The other half would remain in darkness and be freezing cold all the time. In such extreme condition, life would not have been possible. The second movement of the Earth around the Sun in its orbit is called revolution. The Earth takes 365 1 by 4 days, that is 1 year, to revolve around the Sun. We consider a year as consisting of 365 days only and ignore 6 hours for the sake of convenience. These 6 hours saved every year are added to make one day, that is 24 hours. Over a span of 4 years, this surplus day is added to the month of February. Thus, every fourth year, February is of 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. It is clear from the figure 3.3 which is given in your book that the Earth is going around the Sun in an elliptical orbit. Notice that throughout its orbit, the Earth is inclined in the same direction. A year is normally divided into summer, winter, spring, and autumn seasons. Seasons change due to the change in the position of the Earth around the Sun. Now look at the figure 3.3. You will find that the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun on 21st June. The sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer. As a result, these areas of the Earth receives more heat. The areas near the poles receive less heat as the rays of the Sun are slanting. The North Pole is inclined towards the Sun, and the places beyond the Arctic Circle experience continuous daylight for about 6 months. Since a large portion of the northern hemisphere is getting light from the Sun, it is summer in the region north of the equator. At these places, the longest day and the shortest night occur on 21st June. At this time in the southern hemisphere, all these conditions are reversed. It is winter season there. The nights are longer than the days. This position of the earth is called the summer solstice. On 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degrees south, receives direct rays of the sun as the south pole tilts towards it. A larger portion of the southern hemisphere gets light as the sun's rays fall vertically at the Tropic of Capricorn. Therefore, it is summer in the southern hemisphere with longer days and shorter nights. The reverse happens in the northern hemisphere. This position of Earth is called the winter solstice. Do you know that Christmas is celebrated in Australia in the summer season? Direct rays of the sun fall on the equator on 21st March and September 23rd. At this position, neither of the poles is tilted towards the sun, so the whole earth experiences equal days and equal nights. This is called equinox. It is autumn season in the northern hemisphere and spring season in the southern hemisphere on 23rd September. The opposite is the case on 21st March, when it is spring in the northern hemisphere and autumn in the southern hemisphere. Thus, you notice that there are days and nights and changes in the seasons because of the rotation and revolution of the earth respectively. So that's all for today. This chapter is completed. Your homework is to read the chapter. Okay. And I will send you the PDF through which you can complete your notes. Write everything in good handwriting and complete your notes also. Thank you.